Hi. Here you go. Oh, yum. Hi. Want this? You hear it? Oh, yum. So beavers are rodents. They're the largest North American rodent. Beavers can weigh up to 75 pounds. None of ours actually weigh that much. Most of ours weigh between about 55 and 60 pounds. We have Dad and his 3 offspring that live here at the zoo, Timber, Roe, and Poplar. They were born here in 2007. So Dad actually came to us as a rehab animal. He was found abandoned when he was very young. So any number of things could have happened to his family. They definitely know our voices. Beavers don't see very well. Their hearing is very good. Their sense of smell is very good. So they definitely know our voices. They do live in large family groups, and they're either called families or colonies. The parents will have offspring every year, and the 1-year-olds from the year before would stick around for a whole nother year and help take care of the newborns. And that's kind of how they learn to be parents. And then when they turn 2, they're going to disperse, swim upstream, and find their own mate. They do typically mate for life. We hear the comment a lot of times that they need to brush their teeth or things like that, but they're actually supposed to be that kind of brownish orange color. That's an iron oxide coating on their teeth. It makes them super, super hard so that they can gnaw down trees. It's sort of similar to enamel on our teeth, but better. Beavers also have a flap in the back of their throat that they can close off, so they can go underwater and still continue to gnaw on trees and not swallow a bunch of water, which I think is amazing. When I learned that, I thought that was super, super cool. They have a gland at the base of their tail that's called a castor gland. It secretes castor oil, which, fun fact, is a common ingredient in lip gloss and cigars. So that's a fun conversation piece for you. It serves as waterproofing. So they have a cleft toenail on each of their back feet, the one closest to their body, that they use as a comb. And so they'll get some of that oil from that gland and comb it through their fur. They can just come out of the water, and very quickly they look really dry. The tail, there's a lot of myths that surround a beaver tail. You know, we heard growing up that they use their tail to pack mud on their dam. That's a myth. They'll actually use their front paws. They do use the tail like a rudder on a boat. So when they're swimming, that tail is going to steer them in which direction they want to go. They also use it to warn off predators and also to warn each other. So if we enter their territory or something else that they don't particularly care for enters their territory and they see it, they're going to swim up to the top of the water, dive down, smack that tail on top of the water, and it's going to make a loud pop. And that's going to let you know, hey, I see you. It is the sound of running water that stimulates them to build a dam. So our guys here at the zoo don't actually build a dam. So they'll eat the leaves and both layers of bark. The inner bark, which is called cambium, is their favorite. And then they'll actually take the rest of the tree, they'll actually take that into the den and shred it into mulch. So it's like a bedding for them. I just think they're fascinating creatures. You know, I think all of the adaptations that they have, you know, to be in the water as much as they are super fascinating. I also think it's really interesting that Dad is the one that really is responsible for staying with them and basically teaching them everything that they need to know to be a beaver. These guys are ambassadors for their species, and they're here to help people learn about them and learn all the fascinating things about them. Come here. Come up here.
Tennessee's Wild Side has been a presentation of the Jackson Foundation, educating viewers about wildlife, natural resources, and opportunities for outdoor adventure, with support from the Tennessee Department of Agriculture, promoting wise uses of Tennessee's agricultural and forest resources to develop economic opportunities and ensure safe and dependable food, fuel, and fiber for all citizens. And from Tennessee State Parks, where you can camp by the riverside, retreat to the mountains, and escape the busyness of life. From Memphis to Kingsport, you'll find the perfect adventure in Tennessee State Parks. Wildside is produced in association with Rockwater TV.